they are losing their minds. As a matter of fact, Keith Olbermann, just a little while ago, is now calling for the dissolution of the Supreme Court. So we need to put all of the Supreme Court justices on our prayer list because they're coming after the Supreme Court justices. We saw them do this to some extent during the aftermath of Roe v. Wade, when the guy was caught nearly able to assassinate Brett Kavanaugh in his home. So we're dealing with some very dangerous, very evil people here, and I would not put it past them to seek some sort of retribution. But it is the communists here are becoming unhinged because they know that there's nothing stopping Donald Trump, first of all, from being on the ballot, and second of all of these court cases are just falling apart. So I want to play some audio here. This is from CNN having a total meltdown just a few moments ago.
Look, unfortunately for America, the court isn't necessarily wrong that this is the way the framers wanted it to be. They wanted Congress, the people who are closest to their constituents, to be able to make the rules of the laws. That doesn't change the fact that because of gerrymandering in the House and all kinds of other issues, they're not doing their job on a lot of these big issues.
Yeah. I agree. It's very unlikely, close to impossible that Congress will take action. But this is now a fair question that Manu Raju, Melanie Zanona should be asking members of Congress. Mm-hmm. Are you willing to pass legislation that would give us rules for how this works? It could only be in the future, by the way. It could only be in the future, by the way.
All right, so they're completely losing their minds. I want to bring you up to speed here. Grace Baker alerting me President Trump is about to speak at Mar-a-Lago. So, Dylan, when that happens, just, throw something at me and let me know when, and we will go directly to President Trump live. We are going to be playing the interview we pre-taped in just a little while. So I don't want to miss the president's live remarks. But I will say this, that President Trump is fired up, and he is ready to go. And this is complete vindication, by the way, of President Trump, and it is unanimous, absolutely unanimous. Ladies and gentlemen, that means even the liberals on the Supreme Court, even Sonia Sotomayor and the affirmative action pick from Joe Biden, even they understood how radicalized this kind of legislation was, this kind of ruling was. So we've got a long way to go. That doesn't mean that we're out of the woods yet, but we are making our way. We're fighting our way. It's like we're in the middle of a jungle and we had the machetes and we're just slicing through the vines and the underbrush, and we're shooting the venomous snakes that are coming out of the swamp. But they hate this man, ladies and gentlemen. They hate Donald Trump. And I've looked into all of these cases, every single one of them. And I stand by Donald Trump. And it's not out of blind allegiance. It's because the facts simply do not add up here. Donald Trump is a good and decent man. And it is shameful what the federal government and what the deep state and what the Democrats have done to this man and his family.